Hey guys, it's ViewMasters Reactions, and we're back with me talking a little bit about the finale of the Xmen 97 series season 1 and also watching the after credit scene. I didn't think to even look for an after credit scene. The episode ended, it said to be continued. We had a bunch of like mini endings, sort of like a Lord of the Rings in a rapid fire kind of way, because we got the ending of what was happening. Then we went to Forge, which we're at right now, because I'm going to talk a little bit about this. But we had Forge, and then Bishop came in, and Bishop's like, this ain't the first time we've had the X-Men are dead rodeo or something like that. And we were, or I was at least, looking at this blackboard of everything going on, but we're going to talk about that in a minute. After that happened, we went to Egypt in 3000 BC, and I did go back, I rewatched the whole episode, I saw the ending already. I did not see the after credit scene yet because I wanted to react to it, but I wanted to see everything I saw a second time to get all the questions I had out of the way. One of which was Wolverine with one of them? I went back, I rewatched it right before I froze on this screen. We do not see Jubilee or Storm or Wolverine. In 3000 BC, we have Beast carrying Professor X, we had Rogue and Nightcrawler there, we had Magneto flying. In the future, where we saw young Nathan, we had Cyclops and Jean Grey. Now, it is possible the people I don't see are in one of those places, but they did not show them, which makes me believe that they might be in an alternate future or past, because Bishop was like, something or someone is throwing us all over and we got to rescue them. Now, real quick, I just want to touch on this blackboard. Most of the people are presumed dead, missing, presumed dead. We could see it right there. But Cable is AWOL. I think it was Roberto is up in the corner, and he's AWOL too. We had Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch are off-world. I'm not 100% sure what they're referring to, but they are clearly marked off-world. You can see it here. This is why I froze this image, because you could see the majority of the board. I'm wondering if the people that aren't marked at all, like we have Havoc at the bottom, Colossus, Dust, Exodus, Iceman is behind Forge's shoulder. You can see the top of his head. But there are like 5 or 6 people, X-Men, that aren't covered with anything. So part of me is wondering if that is hinting to us who is going to be the team that possibly joins Forge and Bishop to rescue the rest of us, because a great number of us are missing. But I just wanted to point out that I do now know for a fact that we did not see Wolverine, Jubilee, or Storm of the core group we were dealing with when we had the final episode. So let's jump in to the after credit scene. I don't know how long it is. I don't know what we're about to see. It could be 5 seconds. It could be 4 minutes. Because I know from where I stopped watching the credits and it was showing all the people, there was only like 3.5, 4 minutes left incomplete. So I know there's got to be more credits involved. So my guess is it's no longer than a minute or less. But we'll find out right now. You want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see every episode of this in full unedited. You want your own requested show or movie? In the description is a link for Patreon where you could ask me to do so. That's how we get things like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, My Hero Academia, Toriko, and Bleach. We just finished Shogun. Chucky Season 3, Delicious in Dungeon is over in a couple weeks. Winona Earp just started. The Shield, Jackie Chan movies every month. Thousands of other movies and shows. Check it out in the description. Full unedited everything. If not, the after credit scene for X-Men 97's finale. The music was great when they had the whole... That right there is awesome. And Beast ends it all. To be continued. All right, I'm going to start here because I don't want to jump ahead. So I got about 5 or 10 seconds into this. I'm going to mute it so we could talk because the music will probably give me a copyright if I play it too long. Oh, Marvel Studios presents... Oh no, 97. I feel like it's going to come back on any second. Oh, here we go. I missed it by 10 seconds. Present day, Genosha.
So much pain, my children.
Is that Bastion? Or Apocalypse? Who is this?
Much death.
Apocalypse. Future Apocalypse. Literally it. Alright, we're gonna rewatch it again. I thought for a second it was Bastion because I could see like him hunched over and it looked like possibly the wings or the back of Bastion. I thought maybe Bastion got like jacked or something. But then I realized the cape, Apocalypse, the voice, that was the card. We saw Gambit's card. I got lots of thoughts right now, but we are getting Apocalypse, future Apocalypse, and we do know they went back in time and met old Apocalypse. Clearly,
So much pain, my children.
We got the playing
So
card,
much
the Queen of Hearts. Short and sweet. All right, everybody. So it was extremely short. I mean, it was maybe 15 seconds. I didn't even check what it clocked in at. When I edit it, I'll know better. But it couldn't have been more than 15, 20 seconds. We watched it twice. They don't really show much. All you know is that is Apocalypse. If you know, you know. If you don't know who Apocalypse is, you might be slightly confused. You could see the bottom jaw. Even when they went back to 3000 BC, if you didn't know who Apocalypse was, you could kind of see the jawline and the way the colors were and stuff, but you know what Apocalypse looks like if you've seen the animated series or you've ever read comic books or anything like the video games or anything. You know who Apocalypse is. If you're watching this and you're paying attention to the after credit scene, I would assume 99% of people would know, but he's at present day Genosha. I'm assuming it's Gambit's card, the Queen of Hearts. He digs up out of the ground. It is likely he is going to possibly resurrect Gambit. I forget exactly how the arcs with Apocalypse went. I know the Age of Apocalypse was a big deal. They did have the Xmen Apocalypse movie. I always loved the original, and X2 is one of my favorites. I know First Class was good. Days of Future Past was good. I feel like Apocalypse was after that. And then maybe Dark Phoenix? I don't know if there was a movie. I can't remember if there was a movie between Apocalypse and Dark Phoenix. I actually thought Dark Phoenix was good enough. I liked it better than Apocalypse. I would say, honestly, that of all the Fox live-action movies, the Apocalypse one was probably my least favorite. I was even a fan of the New Mutants. For what it was, I thought the whole idea behind it, the scary horror aspect of it all. We were in a more confined location, but I love Anya Taylor-Joy. I love that she had Lockheed and that she could go into that alternate dimension and he would become reality or like a living crazy thing as opposed to when she just carried him around. I thought it was clever. I liked it. I'm a big fan of horror movies too, and that was probably the most horrific of the batch of X-Men movies we got. But besides that, I just feel like the Apocalypse one, that like Apocalypse wasn't what I viewed Apocalypse as growing up. I felt like they should have went the angle that Marvel went with Thanos, with CGI and this crazy jacked up monster. Even if you're not going to go that angle, they should have had a more jacked up, monstrous, intimidating looking guy. It was like the powers and the abilities were intimidating, but like I couldn't take the dude seriously, I feel like. But either way, I know that the show will handle it right because I know in the animated show they already handled it very well. So that is the after credit scene that I missed out on. It was about 15-20 seconds. It's good to know though, because we already know Apocalypse is being tapped into back in 3000 BC. So now clearly something they do in the past greatly affected the future. Unless it's like inevitable that was going to happen anyway, because you can't change things and things just happen. And no matter what you do, it's going to be what it is. I don't know. But obviously we are changing time and things are altering. We have Bishop saying we got to go back and save the X-Men. We don't know where a handful of them are, including Wolverine. And I'm excited for season 2. I will be reacting to them like I did with this. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see these in full. You want your own requested show or movie? In the description is a link for Patreon. You have a tier level in there where you could do so. I will watch pretty much anything. That's how we get things like Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, My Hero Academia, Toriko, and Bleach. We just finished Shogun, Chucky Season 3, Delicious in Dungeon, Jackie Chan movies every month, thousands of other movies and shows full unedited in the description. Link for Patreon. If not, comments down below. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.